Happy February. It is the month of Valentine's Day. I'm wearing red. I have love on my mind. Inspired by two questions I keep getting asked. The first one being, gosh, Eric, the cost of running our businesses continues to escalate. How can we get revenue to grow quickly enough to meet that need, that growth that's happening on the cost side? And wow, we just looked at some of the data around 2024, how the year wrapped up, and we had another year in a row where fundraising was behind pre-pandemic levels. And I'm looking into the future, and the landscape looks not as confident as I would think about fundraising. Who knows what's going to happen with governmental funding? How do we get more people to donate? Those challenges are facing us head on. So with that in mind, why on earth would I be thinking about love? Because of love the one you're with. And what do I mean by that? Well, back in 2008, 2009, TRG looked at organizations who bounced back the fastest from that recession. We also did that research looking back at the pandemic, which organizations bounced back the fastest in terms of revenue and connection with their patrons after those two main events. And there were some commonalities. Organizations that leaned heavily into building recency and frequency with their current audiences gained the most strength and bounced back the fastest. Essentially, love the ones you're with. They invested in the folks that they had in their databases. And because of that, they were able to move people up the loyalty ladder, and that moving up created a more solid middle and farther down the road pipeline for them to be able to create and have more sustainability. Think about this inspiration of loving the ones you're with. And for marketing and development directors, what does that mean for you and your teams in terms of building the right kind of strategies that not only invest in growth on the front end, but the middle and farther part of your pipelines? Do you have enough strength and investment in those areas? To artistic and executive directors, are you creating the right kind of strategies that give investment and support and resources to your teams so they feel confident and have what they need to invest that way? And are they recognized and incentivized to do that? And programmatically, are we building the right kind of seasons that really generate not just first-timers coming to experience us, which is important, but getting folks to come back with regularity in the same season, building frequency and recency? For artistic and executive directors, if you want to dig into this further, I invite you to join me and my colleague, CEO of TRG, Joe Robinson, for an executive summit in Colorado Springs, July 23rd through the 24th. There are a few slots still open. Click below or look below to see the links to learn more about the executive summit and signing up. If you want to book some time with me to puzzle through your strategies, I always offer free hours of consulting so we can look at your gaps together and start to brainstorm and come up with tactics and strategies on how you could meet those head on. Happy February, and continue to love the ones you're with.